Oh, loud.
That was loud.
Okay, that's it.
Alright, so we are sitting here in Cannes Lions, Facebook Beach, beautiful Facebook Beach, with Wajiha and Lynette from Pakistan. And they're young lion competitors.
Competitors, yes.
Competitors.
Hopefully soon winners.
No, we know the winners now.
Okay. Soon, next year.
Next year, 100%.
Amazing. So, what brought you here?
This amazing competition, and both of us, we won the competition that was held locally in our country, and we surprisingly won, and it was just...
What do you mean by surprisingly?
Because we are from a bank, right? And all the other firms that were competing were FMCGs, who are typically conventionally supposed to be better in marketing than banks, because it is believed that their marketing practices are more advanced, and that they're just better at it.
Okay.
And then we are from a bank, and then we just won, and then everybody was like, "Wait, what? Like a bank? Are you serious?" And then we were like, "Oh well, goodbye. We're going to Cannes." So,
That's amazing.
so yeah.
Is it like normal thing for banks to actually like even send out their...
Of course. Like, so the bank that we are from, it believes in marketing a lot. Our brand is positioned on enabling dreams, and that is a great positioning for people like us, especially. Yeah, and it's the largest bank in Pakistan, by the way.
Okay.
So, and there were other banks in the competition too, like in the one that we locally did. And also then we later found out that the teams that are here from all the other countries, like the winners from all the other countries, a lot of them are also from banks. So it is wrongly believed that banks don't know how to market, because that's not true, because there's so many people who are marketing, and it is really effective.
But it's actually, in our country, banks don't do as much marketing as other companies, FMCGs, so worldwide it may be different.
Yeah.
But the bank we are in at, which is HBL, they do a lot. So we've done like 360 degrees marketing, digital, all of that stuff. And also we were the youngest, in the younger lot from our competition, which was another surprise for people, because not only were we from a bank, but we were the part of the younger crowd.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically it's
So-
supposed to be under 30.
Yeah.
Sorry. Basically it's supposed to be under 30, and a lot of people were like almost 30, and we were just 25. So, we were just like half of that, but yeah, it was great.
Alright, tell me like, who is in what position in your duo? Like, what do you do together exactly?
Okay, so
And is it only you two?
yeah,
Okay.
it's teams of two, yeah. So, so I am like the loud person. Like, I'm just like, oh my god, let's do this. Oh my god, I have this great idea.
I noticed that you're the loud one.
Yeah. Really, you did? But I'm so quiet. But like, so I'm like, no, let's do this. I'm just always giving like outrageous, insane ideas.
Okay.
And she's the one who's like the voice of reason. So she would be like, it's a great idea, but maybe, we should make it like a little more practical, realistic.
So
yeah.
you're the visionary and you're the executioner, basically.
Sort of.
Kind of. Like,
we
actually a mix. So we're both working in different parts of marketing. So I'm more in a product-related part, and she's in a corporate.
Yeah,
so we have different ideas also. So we both have ideas, and we both have realistic ends to it as well. But at the same time, she's like, I will go and do that. That's amazing. And then I am the one who's like, but what's going to happen if we do this? So, we have a kind of a balance between us, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Alright, tell us a little bit more about like your campaign, and how did you actually put it on social media, because we are quite a lot into social media, online marketing and so on. So how did it resonate with current social media sphere?
So I'll just give you like a quick
Yeah, sure.
overview of
Okay.
what we were supposed to do. So basically there was an NGO which is called Room to Read, right? And that was our case, right? And this NGO, what they do is that they their vision is 100% literacy for children in our lifetime. Like, as long, maybe in the next 20 years, to see 100% literacy in the world, right? And that's why the target audience that we chose was millennials, right? And millennials are present on which platform? Digital, right? So the entire campaign was based on like a digital platform. I'm not sure if we can actually tell you
The entire thing.
the entire thing is yet. Yeah, possible. But I'm not sure if we can. But basically what we had to do was that we had to link it with our current company that we are from, right?
Okay.
So we had to come up with a product idea that solves or that is a solution to their vision. And and that product idea had to fit into our target market and into their objective, and then just collaborate into a campaign.
Amazing.
So basically, we had to enable them to achieve their dream while keeping our company in mind, and how we can realistically take it forward from there. So we can't tell you the whole details right now because we just finished the competition and they're still going through the award ceremony and stuff. But you can find out more about it on their website as well.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, go on.
Did everybody have the same task? Like,
Yeah. So
if you're from a bank and you have to do the same task, and somebody is like from some completely other thing and they do the same task, it's completely different approaches, right?
So the thing is that they've given us NGOs, and everyone who is competing is not from an NGO. They're more from FMCGs, banks, financial institutions. So that basically was the element of difference, and everyone was competing on this one particular NGO.
So basically the difference also was that everybody had different products, right? So like for a clothing company, they would have to come up with an entirely different idea to tackle the problem, because for example, they would say something like, okay, so we are selling dresses that donate some part of theirs to education, right? But for a bank, it has to be completely different because our product is money. Like money is our product. So it becomes automatically more challenging, by the way, because our product range is very specific to a very particular, like category. Yeah.
You cannot show it, right? If you
Yeah,
show it, it's
exactly.
really easy.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, sure, yeah. And then the second thing is that people also have a lot of perceptions about banks. Like, a lot of people would say, oh my God, banks are evil because they're allies of the capitalist world that we live in, stuff like that. Like, people are generally negative about banks. And then to come up with a campaign that is a social campaign, like for a social cause, it just makes the task more challenging. So yeah.
That's really cool. That's really
Yeah.
cool. All right. One of the last questions I'm really interested in, because I have a few friends from Pakistan, only like on Instagram and so on. We actually haven't met yet, but I mean, like, we can meet. Like, this is actually our story how we met.
make
Right?
friends with that.
Yeah.
You have a lot of friends from Pakistan? Really? That's great.
Yeah, and I want to ask, like, what is the current state of online advertising in Pakistan? Because they're actually quite advanced. Like, they know what they're talking about, as I can see that you know what you're talking about as well. So can you, like, summarize in general, like, how does it look like, the current state of online advertising in Pakistan?
So, well, we have a lot of big brands like the rest of the world in Pakistan as well, right? So for a lot of big brands, for example, like you would say Nestle, Unilever, P&G, all of these brands, their marketing strategies just filter through internationally, right?
Right.
So they would probably have like an international strategy, and then it filters through with regions, right? So for Pakistan, it would perhaps be like a more localized strategy, but just as advanced, right? And of course, like for the youth, like I know that a lot of people have the perception that like poor girls are from Pakistan, they probably don't know anything, and we're just like, no, it's fine. Like, we are living in the same world. We have access to the same digital media that you do. So then we have access to the same information as well, right? So that just I think it works in our advantage also, because people tend to underestimate us, and then we're just like boom. So then they're like, oh, you know stuff.
That's great.
Also, like right now, a lot of things are going more into digital, even in Pakistan. So a lot of the millennials and the newer generation, they don't really want to go to conventional stores and all of that. So they want to be online, on e-commerce, everything convenient. So a lot of brands are going onto the e-commerce platforms, and we are promoting it through digital media. So
It's actually the first $1 billion e-commerce business from Pakistan, right?
yeah,
What's
Which
her
one
name?
is it?
it's the Raz.
It's called Daraz.
Daraz.
But now it's been acquired by Alibaba.
Alibaba.
Oh, they bought
Exactly.
it?
A month 2 months back. So we have a lot of digital stuff going on, e-platforms, a lot of, in Pakistan, entertainment is like, food outlets, all of that. So a lot of delivery things. We are even going into Instagram and Facebook, Google entrance, all of that. And there are a lot of food bloggers and, all of these things are really picking up. So like I myself am a food blogger and yes, love food.
Follow her on Instagram.
Yes, Karachi foodie, exactly. So there's a lot more focus on digital than there was in the past. Yeah.
All right, last question. We ask actually everyone who we interview, and pay attention, all right? So, if you could have a gigantic billboard anywhere with anything on it, metaphorically speaking, getting a message to millions or millions of people all around the world, what would it say and why?
I have this.
Yeah.
Oh, you literally have like something on the spot?
No. She has an idea.
All right, go on.
Okay. It's gonna be yes, women cans.
What is it?
Yes, women cans.
Yes?
Cans.
Yeah, but like can with the city name.
All right.
So I'm going to tell you why. In Pakistan, a lot of it's overall in the world, women are not really seen in the higher positions. And in Pakistan more so. But right now, a lot of, females are trying to get into higher job roles and, work better in the environment. So even for us, we are the first team who have come to Pakistan to this event, but we're also a female group, which is amazing, and it really shows that, women, no matter where, we can make a difference. So I would take that.
Would you agree?
I definitely 100% agree to that, but my message will be different. So my motto in life is to be happiness. Not just to be happy, but to be happiness, right? Like just to be there and bring in energy which just resonates with people and makes them feel happy. So I think my message would just be happiness. Like not just be happy, but like be happiness. So yeah.
Amazing girls. Thanks a lot. It was a really great interview.
Yeah, it was so nice talking to you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.